This video explains why members of the Murdaugh family, a prominent legal family in South Carolina, were murdered. Hello friends, this is Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini, where I provide unique analysis of world events based on the unmasked truth that after surrender, Germany continued World War II clandestinely and became a killing machine. I also provide true news that you will find nowhere else. On June 7, 2021, the police discovered the bodies of 22-year-old Paul Murdaugh and his mother, 52-year-old Margaret Murdaugh, shot to death at the family's home in rural Islandton, South Carolina, which is about 65 miles west of Charleston. 3 days later, the death of 81-year-old prosecutor Randolph Murdaugh III, grandfather of Paul Murdaugh and father-in-law of Maggie Murdaugh, was announced by his law firm. The firm did not state the cause of death. Paul Murdaugh was involved in the 2019 death of 19-year-old Mallory Beach in a boating accident and was to go on trial on 3 felony counts. Authorities allege that he was intoxicated while driving the boat when it crashed, sending Beach overboard. Her body was recovered a week later. Here is the truth about these murders. Mallory Beach was not killed in a boating accident. She was murdered by Paul Murdaugh, probably deliberately pushed off the boat. They were shot dead for that crime. Here is a report in the Island Packet paper of June 14, 2021 on the original boat accident in which Mallory Beach was killed. 6 people were on the 17-foot sea hunt boat that crashed in Anchors Creek on February 24, 2019, including Paul Murdaugh and Mallory Beach. One of the passengers, Keith Anthony Cook, told a Beaufort County Sheriff's deputy at the scene that he begged Paul Murdaugh, who was driving the boat at the time of the incident, to please let him drive because he was too intoxicated to drive, according to a police report. Deputies did not interview Murdaugh at the scene. A sobriety test was not administered either. Cook's cousin, Connor Cook, and Morgan Doughty, Murdaugh's girlfriend, were also in the boat. In court depositions as part of a civil case brought by the Beach family, both said Murdaugh was driving the boat when it crashed. Both also said Murdaugh was drinking prior to driving the boat. Now, Murdaugh was indicted in April 2019 and had pleaded not guilty. This information points to the influence of this legal powerhouse family at work, which delayed the investigation into Mallory Beach's death. There are 4 more people who were riding in that boat who have not come clean. It seems the best way to render justice in this case was to execute the culprit. Since 2 more people in the family, in addition to Paul Murdaugh, are dead, it points to the family having been involved more murders prior to the murder of Mallory Beach. The Island Packet report states that Paul Murdaugh belongs to an influential family that ran the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office for nearly a century. That leads me to believe that this family, for nearly a century, has been involved in wrongly convicting people and possibly even having them sentenced to death. In addition, they may have been involved in letting masquerader criminals go scot-free while ostensibly prosecuting them. Then their law firm could have been involved in defending criminals and having them acquitted of the crimes. With these murders, the German masquerader Murdaugh family has only partially paid for its many crimes for nearly 100 years. Just today, Randy Murdaugh and John Marvin Murdaugh spoke about the loss to their family on the ABC morning show Good Morning America. They are brothers of Alex Murdaugh, who found his son Paul and wife Maggie shot to death outside their home last week. The history of this family leaves me to believe that individual adult members in the entire family are all guilty of multiple murders. They too will pay for with their lives. It is likely that the masquerader side will retaliate, again taking more innocent lives, but the non-masquerader side will answer back in kind. I hope by executing at least double the number of innocent people that these German masqueraders murder. I want to reiterate the difference in these tit for tat killings by the masqueraders and by non masqueraders. Masqueraders have murdered at least 10 million innocent people. The non masquerader side is retaliating because the masqueraders and their allies still continue to commit murders and other crimes. They simply will not stop. The only way to deter them somewhat is to retaliate with greater force. Literally, tens of millions of masqueraders and the children and grandchildren of these murderers have been benefiting for decades. I see the evidence very often in the form of expensive vacations to exotic places at little or no cost to them, children getting good grades in school and college, getting good jobs to help with businesses, getting into fake accidents and getting exorbitant compensation. Once one gets a taste for such rewards and the easy life that comes with them without having to work hard, people do not want to give it up. That is why murders are not going to stop. The non-masquerader side have to still bring to justice those that have committed the original murders. It is being done, but awfully slowly, because there will be an immediate civil war if the pace picks up. But no one contemplating murder is going to get away with it. No one now committing murder is going to get away with it. Paul Murdaugh and his mother found out the hard way for the 2019 murder of Mallory Beach. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please continue to watch my videos and read my articles on important world events, World War III watch, politics, international business, advice on health and medical problems, and much more for in-depth and insightful analysis. Please also subscribe to my YouTube and Facebook channels, Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini, to view and get information on the latest videos.